The relentless quest for the perfect shot. It's something all those who pick up a tennis racket ultimately strive for. The paramount question begs to be asked, what is the perfect shot? After 16 years and counting on a pro tour and a lifetime of dedication to the sport, you can say that I've earned my tennis PhD.
Misha Zverev was pulled off surely the biggest upset and the best win of his career.
Beyond the wins and losses, I've always been infatuated with the intricate details that can help us better understand power, performance, and success. So grab your lab coats and join me on this scientific quest to expand our tennis knowledge. One of my favorite topics in tennis is the perfect shot. But before we talk about it, James, why don't you introduce yourself to us?
My name is James Shaughnessy. I'm a 3D motion analyst at the Tucker Tennis Academy in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And I reveal invisible technique deficiencies impossible to detect with the naked eye or super slow motion video.
Okay, that sounds very smart and intelligent, but what does it mean?
If it moves, I can measure it.
Would you agree that no matter if we're using old school rackets or modern technology, a perfect shot does not depend on the material?
Absolutely. This racket, if you hit the ball on the button with this racket, you can hit the perfect shot. You must start with the optimum hitting configuration to make the perfect contact point. Now, if you do that with the correct velocity of the racket going upward and forward, with the right bevel, you got yourself the perfect shot.
How important is the follow-through after contact point?
The follow-through is to prevent injury. It's very important. You need to relax and let the racket go where it was sent up to the point of impact.
So my favorite shot, but also my worst shot, is my forehand. One thing I was told back in the day is, don't make contact with the ball with your racket face far below your wrist. Is this true?
I would agree with that because your racket head is closer to the axis of rotation of your body, and that will make a short lever, whereas if you have your racket out here and you turn your trunk with the same force, you will have a long lever, and the linear velocity of the racket towards your target will be greater.
Second thing, people were telling me, close your racket face right after or during contact with the ball. Does that create more spin? Is that even good?
The ball is only on the strings for 5 milliseconds. The player, for 5 milliseconds, loses control of the racket because this is so much force, up to 200 pounds on a serve.
Okay.
So the racket bends, it comes here, you feel it, it sends a signal, and by the time that signal comes back, the ball's gone. The player doesn't even really feel the ball until after it's gone.
Basically, don't try to roll it during contact.
No, that's very risky.
Try to keep the racket face the same during the shot as it was before the shot to have more control.
Yeah, up to impact, you're just trying to keep a constant bevel. You're not trying to change the bevel at all. Whatever bevel you're deciding you're going to use, that's the best way to do it.
That's how you get an efficient result, hitting a clean forehand. And then you go into a clean follow-through scientifically as well. Maybe one of the most complicated shots technically is the serve.
The position of the ball toss is big. If you throw it too far in front, you're going to reach for the ball, your body's going to be tilted, your racket's going to be tilted, you're going to have too much of a downward trajectory. The best servers that we find in our database, their rackets are still traveling up rapidly and not down.
Also, another thing I was told, try to hit the ball, make contact with the ball while it's at its highest position. So not traveling up and not traveling down. Why is that?
Our data shows that the ball is going through the strike zone 1.5 to 2.5 times slower. So I can be off 250% more than a high ball tosser as far as timing and still hit the ball in the court.
Achieving the perfect shot requires precision and finesse. It's all about hitting your target with the desired spin, speed, and trajectory. To accomplish this, start by positioning your racket early and ensuring that your contact point aligns perfectly with your wrist. Maintain a constant racket bevel throughout the swing, allowing you to control the ball's spin and direction. Remember to stay relaxed during the follow-through, letting your actions flow effortlessly. With these techniques in play, your shot might get closer to perfection.